In this lecture, we will discuss the various problems related to multiple integral. So we start the first problem. So first problem is given as evaluate integral 0 to 1, 0 to x square e raised to the power y upon x dx into dy. Okay, so here the variable limit is for y, that means in terms of x. The limit is given as in terms of x, that means this limit for variable y, and this is for x. So first we solve the variable limit. So first we solve the variable limit, so we can write down this as x equal to 0 to 1, and here we write down as y equal to 0 to x square e raised to the power y upon x into dy and dx. So we integrate with respect to y. So this can be written as x equal to 0 to 1. So when we integrate this with respect to y, so we know that integration of e raised to the power ax into dx is equal to e raised to the power ax upon a. So here the integral is in this form, e raised to the power 1 upon x into y or dy. So means 1 upon x we treat as a constant. So what is the integration of this? So we can write down the integration of x is so y upon x upon 1 upon x. So the integration with respect to y. So we write down this as e raised to the power y upon x upon 1 upon x. And we take the limit as 0 to x square and write down as dx. So now this 1 upon x can be written as x. So here we write down as 0 to 1. So we apply, so we write down this as x into e raised to the power y upon x. Apply the limit 0 to x square into dx. So when we apply the limit, so 0 to 1. So this can be written x into e raised to the power y. So this is the limit for y. So we write down as x square upon x. In place of y, we put as x square minus lower limit x into e raised to the power 0 upon x. So 0 upon x into dx. So this equal to x is equal to 0 to 1. X, this is e raised to the power x minus x e raised to the power 0 is 1. E raised to the power 0 is 1 into dx. Now we integrate this. So when we integrate this, so you can use the eyelet or you can use the direct formula. So what is the direct formula? So you remember this direct formula when we are going to integrate two functions u, v. Okay, u and v both are function of x. So when we consider u as a for differentiation and v for integration, so we write down this as u into v1. V1, 1 stand for the integration minus u dash into v2 means 2 time integration of v plus u double dash 2 time differentiation of u and 3 time integration of v minus u triple dash and v4 plus and so on. So we use this integral. So here we consider this x as u and e raised to the power x as v while integrating. So you write down this as, so we write down as u means x. We write down x as it is and integration of e raised to the power x. So integration e raised to power x, e raised to power x minus differentiation of x. Differentiation of x is 1 and 2 time integration. So 1 time integration is e raised to power x and again we integrate that. So this gives the same integration. Plus u double dash. So when 1 time integrate x, so this gives us constant value, then again integrate, again differentiate. So this gives us 0. The constant differentiation 0. So we stop our integration here. So we stop our integration here minus. Now we do the integration of this term. So the integration of this term is x square upon 2. So now apply the limit 0 to 1. So when we apply limit 0 to 1, so now we write down as 1 into e raised to the power 1 minus e raised to the power 1 minus 1 square is 1 upon 2 minus lower limit. So 0 into e raised to the power 0 minus minus plus e raised to the power 0 minus minus plus 0 square is 0 upon 2. So this gives us e minus e minus 1 by 2 or minus 0 plus e raised to the power 0 is 1 or plus 0. So e to e cancelled. So this gives us minus 1 by 2 or plus 1 means plus 1 by 2. So this is our answer. So plus 1 by 2. Okay. So remember this integral formula. So now second we have a second question. So evaluate integral 0 to 1 x to root x square plus y square dx into dy. So when we integrate this, so that means the variable limit given in the form of x. So this means this is the variable limit for y and the constant limit for x. Now, first we solve the variable limit. So we write down as x equal to 0 to 1. So first we solve the variable limit y equal to x to root x square plus y square into dy and dx. So first we solve this integral. So now we write down as x equal to 0 to 1. So when we integrate x square into dy, so x square we treat it as constant, integration of dy is y. And what is the integration of y square dy is? Y cube upon 3. So y cube upon 3. So we take the limit as x to root x into dx. So this gives us x equal to 0 to 1. So when we apply upper limit, so we write down as x square into y. Y means root x plus y cube, or when we apply root x. So that means this gives us x raised to the power 3 by 2. Okay, the power of y is 3 and we have root x. So this gives us upon 3 minus lower limit. So this gives us x square into x minus x cube upon 3 into dx. Now we simplify. So we write down this as x is equal to 0 to 1. The first term will be x square into root x. So this gives us power is 5 by 2. That means power 2, 2 plus 1 by 2, 5 by 2. 2 plus 1 by 2 is 5 by 2 plus x raised to the power 3 by 2 upon 3 minus x cube on minus x cube upon 3 into dx. So this we can write down as 0 to 1 x raised to the power 5 by 2 plus 1 by 3 x raised to the power 3 by 2, or this can be written as 1 plus 1 by 3 means 4 by 3 into x cube dx. Now we integrate this with respect to x. So when we integrate this with respect to x, so we write down this as x raised to the 5 by 2 means x raised to the power 7 by 2 upon 7 by 2 plus 1 by 3 x raised to the power 5 by 2 upon 5 by 2 minus 4 upon 3 x raised to the power 4 upon 4. Take as 0 to 1. So apply the limits. So this gives us 2 upon 7. 1 raised to the power 7 by 2 is 1 plus 1 by 3 into 2 upon 5 is 1 minus 4 upon 3 into 1 upon 4. And when we apply the lower limits, gives us 0, 0, 0. So we simplify this, gives us 2 upon 7 plus 2 upon 15, 4 to 4 cancelled, So minus 1 upon 3. So we can take the LCM as 105. So 15 7 105. So 30. 30 plus 14. 14 minus 35. So 44 minus 35. So 9 upon 105. So 9 upon 105, we simplify this. So this gives us 3 upon 35.